Ho ho ho! Hello, Merry Christmas, ho ho ho. As you can see, I've gone more all out than usual. I've done what I think is a pretty good job because today we are doing a gift guide. This gift guide is going to be for things that you might want to get on your Christmas list, for things that you can buy similar people to you, maybe sisters, aunts, mothers, maybe generally a little bit female orientated, but there is some gender neutral stuff in here too. And yeah, if you're a person like me, then hopefully this gift guide will help you find presents for people you love and create your Christmas list yourself. Let's start with a big present. This is definitely an under the tree one. So Nokia have released this new phone called the Nokia 8. Let me show you it. If you're a fan of nice design, especially nice design and technology, you will love this phone. It has been carved from a solid aluminium block and it is so beautiful. It's a really nice size. It's got a 13 megapixel camera on the front and in the back, so you can take just as good selfies as you can of the world around you. It's Android. It's also got a feature called dual sight mode, where you can show what your front camera and your back camera is seeing at the same time. It's got a really bright HD display and exceptional battery life, and it's great for YouTube and Facebook live streaming, which is something I'm really into. So if you're anything like me, it might be worth asking for this phone under your Christmas tree this year. I'll leave all the other information in the description. But yeah, tasty little phone. It's really pretty. If you're considering getting a new phone this Christmas, maybe the Nokia 8 is the one for you. Okay, moving on, let's talk about beauty bits, because loads of brands released really cool like little packaged Christmas, I don't know, like mini sets. And so I've picked out one or two that I think are really cool. This is the one that really caught my eye. It's the Too Faced melted, I guess like mini lip set. And so you've got two melted lipsticks, and then you've got a melted latex and a melted matte. They're all in very wearable colours, which I think is maybe the most important part, other than there's like a deep red down here for melted mattes. And the consistencies are really nice, they're really good size. Oh, it's called Under the Kisseltoe, my bad. But it's presented really nicely and it's a good price for a slightly more expensive stocking filler. I love Too Faced, and I like that these actual products aren't like Christmas decorated and that they're a decent size, so you don't feel like you want to use them the rest of the year. They're not just a novelty purchase. I found this when I was in Sephora in the US, and I'm not sure if they stock it in the UK, but if you're American or Canadian, this Elizabeth and James Nirvana set is so pretty. It's got 3 of their fragrances, the black, the bourbon, and the amethyst. And it's just really, really gorgeous. It's kind of a warm, spicy set. All the scents are like quite, yeah, I say like spicy and warm, but the packaging's gorgeous. The sizes are really good. They're perfect handbag options. And if you're looking to discover new fragrances or you like Elizabeth and James, I'd recommend this. And for the final beauty product, the Glossy Cloud Paints. I don't have the actual holiday pack on me, but they're doing like all 4 in one pack that's kind of similar to this, but obviously 4 long. And I love the packaging. It's so utilitarian and just like clean and simple and useful. And these blushes are amazing. They are just so good. So if you've never tried Glossier or your friend has never tried Glossier, I would highly recommend going on the site and just, you know, maybe sending someone some sneaky links or ordering something sneakily to someone's house. There's always a member of the family who you don't know what on earth to buy for. Usually they're kind of an odd age, like between like 25 and 45, 55, and you're just like, I just don't know what you would want or need. I feel you, and I would also love to receive this. So here's the Who's Most Likely To party game. It is, I think, relatively tame, relatively safe for work, and it just seems like a very easy group game. Everyone needs some group games in their house, you know, for when they have all those guests that they have over. I think this is a really good option for something small, but you know, it's gonna get used. It's not a wasted present. Okay. Let's talk Lush. So I'm a huge fan of Lush. I think we all know that. And at Christmas, my mum never has any idea what to get me. I just say, go into Lush. I'm sure you'll find something. Nothing for the bath, because we don't have a very good bath here. So I picked out a little gift that I think is wonderful. It's called Snowdrop, and it contains a Dream Cream hand and body lotion, which smells amazing. It's full of cocoa butter. And then the Snow Cloud soap. I read SoundCloud soap in my head. Snow Cloud soap. So what I do with soaps is I put them in my drawers to make all my clothes smell like them. Lush's soaps really make your clothes smell lovely. And then, yeah, Dream Cream hand and body lotion. It's perfect. And there are these packages. They're pre-wrapped. They're for all different like budgets. I think this one's about £12.50. I might be wrong in saying that. Okay, I think they've taken the price off. I think this one was £12.50, but they range from £7.50 all the way up to £100, I think. So you can get the right size one for your loved one or ask for one yourself. Now, it is winter, and I have talked about many festive themed things, but I feel something you need in winter, like it is a necessity, are gloves, especially if you're like me and you have no circulation at all in your hands. My hands are freezing as we speak. And the other day I went into Urban Outfitters and found these gloves, which look unassuming. However, let me put my tea down and I will show you. The inside is this really nice fluffy material, and they are so cozy. So if you're like, what's a really practical present? I'm quite into practical, but like luxurious practical presents, things you wouldn't necessarily buy for yourself, but you know someone will get use out of. These guys. These are the guys. So this is the part where I say, Rowan, my sister, please stop watching this video because I'm about to show maybe one or two things that you might be getting for Christmas. So obviously the New Year's on the horizon. I'm a massive fan of just reorganizing my life, tidying everything up, having a spring clean, refreshing, thinking about my goals. And I love using stationery for that. I love using diaries, but I'm not really a fan of the conventional diary. I think there are better ways of organising what's going on in your head. And so this present may or may not be going to my sister this Christmas, is a habits journal from, I can never pronounce them, Kiki, which is an amazing stationery company. Anyway, so it's all about creating habits and helping you implement those new habits you want to develop in whatever time period you choose. I don't think this is a particular 2018 journal. I just think it's whenever you want to start. And it helps you create daily habits. And I think this would be so useful for me, but I saw it and I was like, there is another woman who this could go to. And so they also do ones about dreams and about your goals long term and setting them and maintaining. But all of these things lead to, like, I think, better structured, happier lives. And I definitely think this can be very useful for people in your life, so long as it doesn't come across as a nag. Like, I think people who are willing and eager to upgrade their situation. The other kind of diary I really love is a bullet journal. I know this isn't for everyone. I obviously also use my iCal. You know, I'm not completely dependent on writing everything down, but in order to structure what's going on in here, I put it in here. And this one's gorgeous. This is a white. I use my sister told me off so much the other day for pronouncing this wrong, and I still can't pronounce it. Leuchtturm. I don't know. I'm sorry. 1917 dotted journals. They're wonderful. They've got like 3, what do you call them? Fabric bookmarks. You know what I mean. So you can keep track of all the different days. The pages are numbered, so you can always find what you're looking for. There's a contents page. Oh, I just love it. And at the back it comes with instructions on how to bullet journal. So if you think that might be someone's jam, if that's your jam, get some really nice pens and ask for one of these. Okay, folks, moving on to books. I would like to highlight You Do You by Sarah Knight. This is a self-help book, but this isn't your classic self-help book. She also wrote The Life-Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck, and there's one other that I can't remember the name of. But You Do You is about how to be who you are and use what you've got to get what you want. And I read, the other one's called Get Your Shit Together. And I read both of them, and they're weirdly useful. They're not that informative, but they're very useful. They also look lovely. They make a really nice kind of shelf book or a coffee table book that's a bit smaller. I don't know about you, but us millennials can't afford big coffee tables. So I think the book size has to compensate for that too. And they're just good. They're just good. If you have a younger sibling or you are one of the siblings who is into Dodie, I would really, really recommend Secrets for the Mad. I think this is one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen by a YouTuber. It's illustrated stunningly. It's so intimate and so helpful for people who might be going through similar things, issues with mental illness and growing up and life changes. I think it's really wonderful, really insightful, and makes a wonderful, really intimate present. If you are not much of a reader, or you're buying someone that's not much of a reader, I would recommend Persepolis, which I am so looking forward to reading for book club. It is a wonderful book about, I think it's about leaving Iran and about the revolution. I could be completely wrong about that, but it's a graphic novel and it's beautiful, and they've finally released it in paperback, so it's much more affordable, it's much more accessible, and I just think it's beautiful. Like, it will be a good story and very readable, and a great present that I think is accessible to pretty much anyone who's a teenager or older. And finally, on the book side of things, I was recently sent this by Penguin. It's called Bone by Yessa Daly Ward. I could be really wrong in that pronunciation, I'm really sorry, but her poetry is wonderful. If you are into poetry, or you know someone who is, and you're interested in supporting BAME authors as well, like, hit up this book. It's really, really beautifully written. Okay, I think we're on to the final things. Are these the final things? I think they are. So, Christmas is not Christmas if you don't have something sweet in your stocking. You can't do Christmas without eating some really tasty food, and I love opening my stocking and finding something sweet in there. And my personal fave, and I know it's decadent, which is why I asked for it for Christmas, is Hotel Chocolat. I love Hotel Chocolat. I feel like such a bougie princess whenever I eat anything from there. But they released a classic Christmas H-box, which I thought I was going to give this to my cousin, but I might eat this one myself and buy another one for my cousin, which has festive truffles, caramels, pralines, and more for this season of goodwill. And you can get, they do loads of different Christmas themed things. I think they do Christmas pudding shaped, or bauble shaped sweets as well. But everything is delicious. The quality of the chocolate's wonderful. Anytime someone wants to make me feel better, or apologise for something, or give me a gift, honestly, Hotel Chocolat just wins. However, not everyone can eat chocolate, especially not my vegan sister, so I have always had to try and find alternatives that feel like decadent and nice, and not like you bought them in Holland & Barrett. I love Holland & Barrett, but it's not really a Christmas shopping spot for me personally when you're trying to find vegan chocolate. So I think the best thing I've found for those vegans are the Candy Kittens gluten-free and vegan sweet pineapple sweets. They're delicious. I think they also do some vegan peach ones, which are also really nice, but these specifically are lovely, and they're really, I think they look really decadent. So when you open the present on Christmas morning and you get something like this, it's like, oh, that's really nice, that's cool, and it's resealable. You don't have to eat them all at once. You get a fair bit of bang for your buck, considering they're this expensive. They're like £3 or something, but you do actually get a fair number of sweets in there. And yeah, they're vegan, so if you have dietary requirements, gluten-free and vegan, Candy Kittens pineapple sweets. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I think we've covered everything, and I will leave links in my description box to every single item, including the Nokia 8. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next Christmassy video.